Israeli satcaster Yes produced a new fascinating dramatic series that shows us a glimpse into the mostly unknown inner world of the ultra-Orthodox Jews of Jerusalem's Meeah Shearim. Ayelet Zurer has spent the last decade in Hollywood, where she starred in movies like Munich, Angels and Demons, and most recently The Man of Steel. Zurer admits she couldn't work only in Hollywood because Israel is where the heart is.
It's a big stretch because I had flown 15 hours just to be here. It's a little tinier, a little less red, but it's the same for me, you know. If you love a project and you support it, you do it in whichever way it works. It's mainly about people who fall in love in a situation that makes it hard for them to achieve any kind of relationship. This is not a story about people who are religious. It takes that world and uses it as a metaphor, because really what the story is about love. There's three main characters and each one deals with her own love story and love life. So that's kind of what made it interesting for me.
Michael Aloni, who is most popular for hosting the Israeli version of The Voice, admits the process of getting to his character was very fascinating.
This series is very different because I think it's bringing to the screen in Israel some kind of sense of HBO feeling. Every episode is like a short film. Really close story that takes you the character from one point to the other, and it's really written very well. We're in Israel, everybody does everything. We can host The Voice, play a gay in a feature, which I did just recently, and then a Hasidic boy from the yeshiva, and it's all working out. So we went on and really visited Meeah Shearim and stayed there for Shabbos, and learned a little bit of Yiddish and all the little rules and religious regulations that they have. They say prayers or make mitzvahs that are just everyday to-day life to them. So to adopt that and to make it as my own, like everyday to-day life, is a hard job, but very, very interesting one.
Dikla Barkai, who produced Shtisel, admits the show was challenging for her because it brought her into a world she knew very little about.
It's a community that it's very close to us, and at the same time we don't really know what's going on there. And I think this series, it's just about people that actually live in this community, and you get to know these people. But in the end of the day, when you see the series, you feel it's about you. The conflicts are same conflicts as we have.
And the stars of Shtisel all admitted that the process of learning their characters took them to places they themselves didn't always knew existed in Israel, but that the most fascinating thing for them was that as much as they were curious about the Orthodox world, those religious Jews that they met there were curious to learn about the secular world that was completely foreign to them too. For JN1, I'm Jacobsohn at the Shtisel premiere in Tel Aviv.